When you see Aaron Rodgers get traded to the Broncos and you see my channel go black and no longer exist, I have disappeared, moved to the great state of Alaska, and became a lumberjack in the mountains where there is no internet and no sports.
I gave you fair warning, beware. Smack him in the toward the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Smack him in the mouth. I gave you fair warning, beware. I'll smack him in the mouth.
So I'm going to pretend like I didn't do the entire intro already, but forget to hit the record button. What is up, everyone? It is Mike on the mic of the most electrifying sports YouTube channel in the game today. This is episode 3 of Mike's Corner. I bet you didn't expect me to stay consistent and get through 3 weeks of it. But no, Mike's Corner's here to stay on the channel. No one said, hey, I hate this in the comments section yet. Anyways, please, we are 60% of the way to the 1,000 subscriber goal that I set at the beginning of 2021. Take those 2 seconds to help my dreams get closer to coming true by hitting the subscription button and the notification button next to it. Every single subscriber counts. Now, if you get through the whole show and you hated it, you can go ahead and unsubscribe, but give me that confidence boost of seeing your name pop up and say, oh man, this guy just subscribed to my channel. I feel good. Also, while you're down there, smash the like button. Helps out a ton in the algorithm. Speaking of things that make me feel good, this week I'm going to be going over my favorite thing that I saw across the internet in the sports world, as I'm going to be doing every single week. We are also going to talk a little bit of NBA talk, a little bit of NBA finals talk revolving around one super team that remains in the playoffs. Bet you can't guess it. Then we're going to close the episode out with a complete prediction of an entire NFL schedule for a team that you selected. And that team is... Ouch. The Los Angeles Rams, who won last week's voting for the next team to be featured by a total of 1 vote. So that proves right then and there, every single vote counts. Drop down in the comment section and let me know which team you want to see me predict their entire 2021 schedule of next week. 1 person voted. Family and friends, co-workers. 1 person dropped down there and voted. I'm not hurt. That's all right. We're going to do better this week. Let me know which team you want to see featured. Most votes wins, even if it's 1. All right, first up is what I want to highlight as my favorite thing of the week. We can call it Mike's favorite thing of the week. I think we should start calling it Mike's favorite thing of the week. This is the first official installment of Mike's favorite thing of the week. And it is without a doubt this performance by HoofTube.
The quarterback to lead them in Green Bay. The whole team wants and wishes Aaron would just stay. They'll trade the best, he's the past and won't ask why. Did they not learn from Favre and he's still in his prime? Yes, it was unpredictable, but you know Aaron's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I mean, the absolute creativity and ingenuitivity. Is that a word? Ingenuitivity? Initiative? We're just going to go with creativity to create the song about the Aaron Rodgers situation, which is heating up across the league as OTAs have begun. And Aaron Rodgers, just like the Denver Nuggets in round 2 of the NBA playoffs, just has not shown up to these OTAs. This story has been all over the place, and I don't know the full story. It's hard to bring it all into one spot. I made an attempt in a video before we started doing the Mike's Corner thing. When you boil this down to the simple root of the issue, from what I'm taking, it seems that the Green Bay Packers have a choice that needs to be made, and Aaron Rodgers is kind of forcing them to make this choice. And the choice is, you can either have Aaron Rodgers, legendary QB, double-digit Pro Bowler, locked-in first ballot Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, one of 3 players in the NFL's history to win the MVP award 3 separate times, including being the reigning, defending, most valuable player of the NFL at age 37. I mean, the man has a nickname of that bad
man. The brother is special.
Or general manager Brian Gutekunst, the guy who not only drafted Jordan Love when he had Aaron Rodgers for 4+ years locked in, but the guy who traded up into the first round to make that pick. Why is this a hard choice? Hey, the one thing I can commend the Packers for, they are sticking to their guns, and Brian Gutekunst is a very stubborn man. Aaron Rodgers is also seeming to stick to his guns, and if he holds out for the entire 2021 NFL season, he's going to lose out on $35+ million that he's owed from the Green Bay Packers this year. I wonder what my life will be like if I had $35 million to blow.
What up, man? It's your boy Bow Wow. Welcoming y'all to my crib, you know what I mean?
Who knows what's going to happen with this whole Aaron Rodgers situation. I think he's going to get traded at some point before the NFL season. It may be as soon as like a week before kickoff of the preseason. But as a Chargers fan, if I have to relive this freaking nightmare, I am actually going to stop watching sports. People think that I'm kidding. People think that I'm joking. When you see Aaron Rodgers get traded to the Broncos and you see my channel go black and no longer exist, I have disappeared, moved to the great state of Alaska, and became a lumberjack in the mountains where there is no internet and no sports. Oh, if it actually happens, I'm gonna freak out. For only this week, the third week of my score, I'm going to break the rules. I'm going to have a second favorite thing of the week, and that is the Piggy versus Mike flag football game and the content that's coming out of it as we speak. We haven't gotten a full video yet. We haven't gotten a full highlight reel, but to catch you guys up, myself and Kevin Piggy Bank Picks, another social media guy, Fantasy Football. If you guys are going to go check him out, his handle's right here. But we went at it in a flag football game last year, and I killed him. We'll be honest. Anyways, he wanted his rematch this year, and we took the L in this one. Typically, I don't take losses very well, but I'm going to take this one with grace. And we're going to use this loss as motivation to get ready for the next game. Now, here's a quote that I'm going to live by as I prepare for the rubber match that's probably going to take place at the end of this year. A quote by the great Kobe Bryant, who is the jersey of the day today behind me. And that is, every negative pressure challenge is an opportunity for me to rise. And that's what's going to happen. And whenever this game does take place, as long as it's not within like the next 2 weeks, trust me, Kevin, trust me, all of my teammates, you're going to see a different Mike out there with a different mentality. The Brooklyn Nets are winning the NBA Finals. Do not at me. Look, I understand that they lost Game 3, but it took everything within the Bucks and everything that they had to win the game and win the game by 3 points. And this is the same game where the Nets super team only put up 83 points of their own. Now, you can call that a bad shooting night, you can call that a bad night offensively, or you can just say that the Bucks woke up and just played the most dominant defense that the game has ever seen that week. This squad is just way too loaded. I would not be surprised if this series only won 5 games. I mean, you got guys like Blake Griffin giving guys on the Bucks the experience of what it's like to be the hit star of the show That's So Raven. And no, you're right. That isn't just any ordinary Bucks player. That is 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak getting put on a poster by Blake Griffin in 2021. By washed Blake Griffin, as all of you guys were saying when they first signed him. Don't think I forgot when this team was assembled. I made a video just about this team winning the NBA Finals this year. And this was before the James Harden trade. I'm a big fan of the Nets this year, and as a Lakers fan, it hurts for me to say it. I'm going to take them to win the NBA Finals in their first season together with Kyrie, KD, and the rest of the crew. And sure enough, here we are. Now everyone seems to agree with me. Back then, it was just a lot of haters saying, nah. There's no way this is going to work. Who's going to play defense? Who's going to get rebounds? They're going to fail in the playoffs. They're not going to be able to keep up with these playoff teams. If you got on the internet and you doubted this Nets team, raise your hand. See, I'm not raising my hand. Ha! I'm just kidding, everyone. I am just kidding. Trust me, I have gotten my fair share of takes completely wrong in the past. I know that feeling of just sitting and sulking in it as the team that you predicted to be bad goes on and is very good. Or vice versa in some cases. So we'll see. They haven't won the NBA Finals yet, but it's starting to trend that way. So here we go. Full 18-week schedule predictions for the Los Angeles Rams. Again, a reminder that if you drop down in the comment section below and vote for which team you want to see featured next week, whoever has the most votes is going to be the team that I predict their schedule next. Last week was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Rams won this week with 1 vote. So, quite frankly, literally every single vote counts. Please help me out, because the decision's hard. I have 30 teams to choose from next week. 30 is a lot of choices. So here we go. Week 1, the Chicago Bears are coming to town, and if it was in Chicago, I may lean towards the Bears just because the first game of Matthew Stafford on the LA Rams. But I'll take Los Angeles in Los Angeles in what will still be a close game because of that Chicago defense. Now, week 2, traveling to Indianapolis, all the way to Indy to play the Indianapolis Colts, who have a new quarterback of their own in Carson Wentz. This is going to be a really good game. And is it a primetime? It's a 10 a.m. game, of course, NFL. I'm not sure what the primetime games are. I'll have to take a look first, but this should be a primetime game. The Colts are going to be sneaky good all year. I think they're definitely a playoff team, whether it's via the wild card or via winning the AFC South. So I'm actually going to take the Colts to get the Rams in a little bit of an upset. The next week, they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if you watched last week's episode, you already know who I took in this game. So I'm actually going to take the Buccaneers to drop one to the Los Angeles Rams, traveling all the way to Los Angeles from Tampa. Going to stick to that. Nothing's changed. If things change, I will change my picks. Free agency moves, trades, anything like that. But I'm going to stick with the Rams beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tough trip for the Gronkaneers to come all the way across the country after playing Atlanta. In Atlanta, I'm going to take the Rams to take them down. Completely missed it. Anyways, back-to-back home games. The Cardinals are coming to town to play the Rams in Los Angeles. I'm going to take the Rams in that game. I think they're just a more well-rounded team. The defense is going to be a little bit better. The defense will be better in Arizona than in previous seasons as well, but I really think that the Rams are going to be a top-notch defense, like top 5 again. They swept the Cardinals last year, so I'm going to take them to beat the Cardinals here early on in the season at home. Next up, traveling to Seattle to play the Seattle Seahawks. Look, guys, I really like this Rams team, and I really think Matthew Stafford takes them over the edge. And he's a huge upgrade from Jared Goff last year. So they're gonna be dominant in my schedule predictions. Some people may disagree with me, so drop down and let me know what you think in the comment section. Also, vote for who we're going to do next. Please. I said it like 10 times now. I gave you that disclaimer because I'm actually going to take the Rams to beat Seattle in Seattle this year. I know you're upset. You're upset at this prediction. I just don't think Seattle improved the defense enough for me to really believe that if the Rams offense is as good and improved as I think it's going to be, that they're going to be able to keep up with the Rams offensively and defensively. Then you see the New York Giants, week 6. You're red hot. You only have 1 loss so far in the season against the Colts. I can see that being a little bit of a trap game for the Rams. Something we've seen the Rams do in previous years. Going to take the Giants to win that game in a trap game, like I said. Not that I think the Giants are a better team. Just feeling yourself a little too much. Going with a little bit too much confidence. Going relaxed. Going lackadaisical. Lose to the Giants. Bounce back week 7 and beat the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff revenge game. No. Nope. Week 8, Houston Texans going to give them the win there with Deshaun Watson or without Deshaun Watson on the Texans. Don't think I need to explain too much on that one. Week 9, let's see how good this defense is as they play the Tennessee Titans at home in Los Angeles. This might be a game I'm interested in going to. I am based in LA. Be a ton of fun to see what this Tennessee Titans offense looks like by week 9 with Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, and Ryan Tannehill. It's going to be a great game, but just like in the Seattle game, I think the Rams offense is going to be a lot more polished. And where usually that defense would keep them in games because the offense wasn't good enough to take off, there's going to be games like this one versus the Tennessee Titans where the defense is going to slow down the offense and the Rams offense is going to be able to take off on people. So while I do think that this game is going to be tight, I think I'm going to take the Rams to beat them. It's going to be a fun matchup between that defense and offense for sure. Week 10, going to San Francisco. The 49ers just have Sean McVay's number. Give me the 49ers to get one in San Francisco versus the LA Rams. You're on the road. You're traveling to Green Bay from San Francisco. That's just a tough trip. This time of year, it's going to be pretty chilly there as well. I'm going to take the Packers if they have Aaron Rodgers playing for them. Now, if they don't have Aaron Rodgers, that changes everything. But until he gets traded, I'm trying to speak positivity into existence that Aaron Rodgers is not going to be a Bronco or Raider. He's going to be a Green Bay Packer. So give me the Packers to beat the Rams. Back-to-back losses right there for the LA Rams. But then you see the rookie quarterback in Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll give him the win there. You go to Arizona and complete the sweep of the Cardinals in a much tougher game to win against them in Arizona. Play Seattle week 15 in Los Angeles. I'm going to give this one to Seattle. It's another thing where the Seattle Seahawks just have the Rams number. They're probably going to split on most seasons, so it's safe for me to say they're going to split. I just think the Rams are going to take care of business that earlier game in the season to really push the gas pedal down as far as their race in this division of the NFC West between the 49ers, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, and the Rams. But then I got them taking down Minnesota in Minnesota, beating the Baltimore Ravens, and closing the season out with a win versus the San Francisco 49ers. Finishing the season off 12-5 and right in the thick of things for the NFC West. If we want to start narrowing down the NFC West and if they're going to win the NFC West, let's cover the Seahawks or the 49ers next week. Drop a vote. Like this. Anyways, there's my schedule predictions for the Los Angeles Rams. Let's get into the outro a little bit. Thanks for tuning in this week. I appreciate everyone who hangs around, watches the videos. I appreciate all the kind words about the production quality. I know we've stepped it up a bit here on Mike's Corner since we've brought the show to existence. Some plugs, some cheap plugs. What else are we doing this week? Of course, over at the WARZONE Sports Network, we are now airing 6 weekly shows and 3+ live streams per week, including watch parties, including trending topic shows, and everything in between. I promise you that you will not regret going to the WARZONE Sports Network. Co-founded it, by the way. And hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, checking out some of the videos over there. In the end screen, I'll actually display a Warzone video on the screen for you to be able to click on and go straight to it. And then if you want more content from me, I post daily on Twitter. I post daily on Instagram. I post daily on TikTok. And I post daily on Facebook. Mike on the Mike Sports, across the board. You can find me by searching the name. I think that's all the cheap plugs for the episode. Yep. That's all of them. Once again, I appreciate you for tuning in and following the channel, following all of our content, whether you came from Warzone, TikTok, you've been a subscriber from the Instagram page, and everything in between. Thank you so much. I am not going to give up on this until I accomplish my dreams and my goals. I am Mike, and I am on the mic, and this is me saying, until next time. Subscribe socks of the week goes to the Captain... Sorry, Kobe. The Captain America socks. You probably can't see it, but there's a little Captain America logo on there. The reason that these are the subscribe socks of the week is I need to be a better captain of my flag football team. Seriously. I need to just do better.